Our property runs parallel with near Coal Creek. So when the water first comes in, it comes over our flats, basically, our farm. I think probably the biggest thing that I remember, I wasn't able to get in my floods my road I should say, is the first thing that floods. So my kids and I weren't able to access our property when we realised that things were going to start flooding. So we weren't home when the flood actually hit. I think the biggest thing for me is when we finally got reception for our phone, the amount of phone calls I had from friends out here at Stanwell trying to make sure that we were safe and okay, and people actually went to our property to check on things and to see whether we were home and if we needed help. My biggest thing that I remember is walking back to our property, because that's the only way we could get there, was walking in, my husband and I, and just imagining, we just thought our chooks would be gone, our pigs would be gone, and we walked in and I had tears flooding down my eyes thinking what I was going to walk into with these poor pigs, and just burst into tears when I saw these pigs were still alive, our two female pigs, and thinking I'm crying over pigs, but they had swum the whole time whilst the water was up through their pen. It was about probably 1.5 meters through their pen, and they survived, and it was just unbelievable. Our chooks had washed away and they'd all died, but our pigs were still there. So we just thought such a simple thing, and you just thought after you just walked past the street seeing all this tragedy of all these things that these people had lost and this devastation, and just thinking these 2 pigs had swum for hours in this water and had made it through. They can swim, and I didn't. I was one of those people, I thought that pigs cannot swim, and that's why I was thinking, what am I going to walk into? I was just amazed. I'm sure they probably lost 5 kilos each, but but it was amazing, and I was really stoked that they were still alive. But they're awesome. Needless to say, I don't think we're ever going to get rid of them. As well as that, just all the people that kind of come together. You know, all the local rural fire brigade, they just took charge. Lee McDonald and Alicia, they just pulled everybody together. Nobody asked them to do it, they just did it because they knew people needed help, and they were just there to do whatever needed to be done to help people and get things sorted and get some sort of normalcy back to people's lives, and try and get things to people so that they could at least feel homely in some way, shape or form, even though they couldn't even walk back into their houses. So that just still to this day amazes me that they were capable of doing that, and they just banded together, you know, regardless whether they knew these people, liked these people, had spoken to these people before, they just did what needed to be done.